Good day, class. Today we'll be discussing chapters 17 through 20 of Black House. Starting in chapter 17, please turn to page 344 in your books. And this section shows more about Potter's life and background, and how his economic and financial health his economic status and his health collapsed over time. So in little page 344 it says, "You know what I think sometimes?" This is him talking to Jack. "That French landing is close to a better world, one where things look and smell better, maybe where people are better, act better. I don't go around with folks. I'm not a friendly type person. That doesn't mean I don't feel things. I got this idea in my head that's not too late to be decent. You think I'm crazy?" "No," Jack tells him. "That's pretty much why I came here myself. I'll tell you how it is for me. You know how if you put a thin blanket over a window, the sun will shine through?" George Potter looked at him with eyes that are settling light. Jack doesn't even have to finish the thought, which is good. He has found the wavelength. He almost always does. It's his gift. Now it's time to get down to business. "You do know," Potter says simply. Jack nods. "You know why you're here? They think I killed that kid." Alright, so it shows more about how Potter has a sense of being apart from other people, but also a sense of there's something good in this town, or possibly still be decent. There's got to be reference to sensing the territories, because there's portals here to that place, or the idea that people can be better. And so it shows that while he has seemed to fail in his life, or had a downturn in his life, which is why he ended up at the hotel he was living in, it still shows he still believes and people can be good. There's some kind of sense of decency in him. That's what Jack recognizes and connects on him enough to get him to open up and tell him details to help him figure out that Burnside's the one who likely framed him, or Beerstone. And that's the real name of the killer. It goes on page 348. And this is where Potter confesses to cheating Beerstone out of a deal, a real estate deal back in the 70s in Chicago. And he explains how this sense there's this house out there in the woods where he believes that was supposedly haunted, that Beerstone had built years earlier, and that's where he lived. So it shows more about and how the people that died tried to build it. So this idea of a place being cursed, and that also gets for the clues that this place is important to Burnside / Beerstone. And because of that, it can help them lead to find where Tyler is. So it shows how Potter gives a lot of important clues to help Jack get closer to solving the case. And the trust he built with him pays off. And also has this idea of evil being rooted in the town for a very long time. And it goes on page 351. And this is where we see that is when Black, one of the other officers or FBI working with them, grabs Potter's shoulder and violently twists it to hurt him. Potter recovers but is hurt from it. And Trooper and Jack warns him that if he abuses a prisoner again, he'll be on the phone with Madison, making sure that they know how arrogant, coercive, and counterproductive the resolution of this case is, and says your interdepartmental cooperation skills are non-existent, your demeanor as a professional reflects badly upon the state of Wisconsin. Either behave yourselves, or I guarantee you by next Friday you will be looking for security jobs. So it kind of further shows how Jack makes clear that if they try and forcefully take control of this investigation, or rather try and abuse Potter, even though he has been convicted of these crimes, as Jack believes he's innocent, that he'll ensure they're punished for it. This is important because it shows more of Jack's ideals as a cop, and also this idea that just because someone's a cop does not automatically mean they're good. We see the range of fallibility and good and bad in the cops and various enforcement officers, just like the townspeople, throughout the text. And it's a good example then of how Jack, in conflict to this different experiences, is made better for it, or stands up more to be who he is. It goes on page 353. As we see more about Jack, hiding a sense that Dale knows more than what he's saying. And there's some kind of past trauma that has to do with the Black House. And this is page 353. It says, this is when Jack's talking to Dale. Sure it is, but I don't remember my stories like that. As Jack walks towards Dale, Dale moves away. Almost scutters away, although Chief Gilbertson is not an ordinarily scuttering man. It's a little funny, a little sad, a little horrible. He doesn't know he's doing it. Jack's sure of that. There is a shadow. Jack sees it, and some level Dale knows he sees it. If Jack should force him too hard, Dale would have to see it too, and Dale wouldn't want it. Because it's a bad shadow. It's worse than a monster who kills children and eats selected portions of their bodies. Apparently Dale thinks so. I can make him see that shadow, Jack thinks coldly. My hands under his nose, and I loosen to the hands and make him see it. Part of me wants to see it. The Coppice Man part. Another part of Jack's mind speaks up in Speedy Parker drawl. He now remembers from his childhood. You can push him over the edge of a nervous breakdown, too, Jack. God knows he's close to one. After all the goings on since the Erkman boy got took. You wanted to chance that, and for what? You didn't know the name. About that he was being straight. Dale gives Jack a quick glance and looks away. A furtive quality in that peak sort of breaks Jack's heart. It's what? Let's go get a cup of coffee. So it shows more that of Jack's compassion. He knows Dale could help him find Black House if he deals with some past trauma. That he could help him kind of find where this place is. But if he pushes him too hard, it could also break him. So it kind of further shows Jack's compassion, not to let finding answer at all costs make him hurt people in the process. Then he goes on to page 354. As when you see Jack and Dale, or Jack's applauded by different people in the police department, so they realize he'd help make a break in this case. And so it shows that he accepts this and realizes that he can embrace being part of a community. So it shows more of Jack bonding with people, can him be more open as a character, which we've seen him gradually doing as the story progresses. And we see some more here as well as he realizes and accepts being appreciated for what he's done and working as part of the team. It also shows the department recognizing good work when they see it as well. It goes on page 357. Alright, then that brings us then to chapter 18. As we get to see more about two of the minor characters, we go back to Wendell Green's character, who, despite his setbacks, being knocked out during the attempted mob, he still desires and drives to finish following this case and use it to get a Pulitzer. So it really shows that he justifies his actions, no matter how terrible, for the betterment of journalism, to help serve people. That's his job. He's the best journalist there is here. So it shows really this is a way him just to feed his own arrogance, his own sense of glory-seeking and adulation to others, really than actually any service to the people. So what kind of shows is what makes part of his actions so dangerous, is he believes he's doing it, or at least lies to himself, for good reasons, but in fact it's just for his own personal gain. And we also meet one of the other minor characters, in this case, Wanda, who was Thornburg's wife. And Thornburg was a brief character mentioned earlier, who is a serial killer that Jack came to Wisconsin to help Dale capture some years prior. And so it shows now Wanda's become a drunk, and she still believes that her husband was never guilty of these crimes, never did. It's kind of further shows her bitterness and anger at Jack and want to get revenge. And this also further shows the idea that the past doesn't stay in the past. It still echoes and impacts the present in some way. We'll see this more now with mention of this past crime, which first brought Jack to befriend and work with Dale. Now it's coming back full circle and will have some impact on his life still now. And it goes on to page 362. And this shows that also just how badly Wanda wants to get revenge. Even she thinks that if she'll have to suffer because this investigation is not solved, it means that you get revenge against Jack, then so be it. It really kind of shows how selfish she is in her revenge. She puts that above well-being of other innocent people getting hurt, and that Jack could possibly stop this, because her revenge is more important to her. And then we get to see more about, then we switch gears and look back at Burnside in communication with Moonshun, this demonic creature which he's had contact with before and seems to be working with. This explains more where supernatural abilities or connection comes from. And it shows they both have a drive to exploit children for some kind of larger purpose. And we see this with this like portrayal of this picture, images, this large slave labor machinery in this other world being run by child slaves that Moonshine operates. Again, it further shows this idea about how children become victims and how evil creatures or people will then use them to their own advantage, either for exploited labor or for their own sadistic sexual drives, like with Bernstein's character. And then we then switch again to Chipper's character on page 363. And that for him, his own kind of sin drives him to steal more than he needs. And so really he does things because he enjoys being a thief. He enjoys committing sins for his own pleasure rather than any kind of need or necessity for the money he makes stealing from people in the government. So it kind of further shows different portrayals of evil in these various characters back to back in this section, and how evil and crime is a complex thing and not just one singular form. And we see these comparisons of evil and their motivations between these different characters here. Then it goes on page 367. And this shows when Jack goes to talk to Tansy, and this shows how broken she is by her grief and her drug addiction to try and mask that grief. And really kind of shows that Jack sees the pain that she's suffering from and that she uses this as a way to escape. And how Gorg was the last piece, his control over her, to break her further into stability. It really kind of helps him see her as a victim and more of a pawn being used differently than Burnside's character, who's an acting accomplice. And he goes through for more information to get more clues what happened. And he goes further to page 373. And this goes to mention that Jack had been to the territories the last 2 days. And it shows also he sees a magic in Judy Marshall. He sees in there, and a sense of a good magic. And he describes this further when he says in middle page 373, because of that magic, the territories can confer a wondrous blessing on human beings. The life of the extraordinary, tough, beloved woman making fun of Bill Towns on the big screen before him was saved by an object from the territories. Because Jack had been in the territories, and maybe because he had held the talisman, almost every horse he bets on comes in first, every stock he buys doubles in value, but Granny holds takes the pod. This kind of shows more about Jack's character and how his quest to get this talisman to save his mother years before changed his life, gave him a sense of good fortune, but also it shows that he doesn't abuse it. He doesn't exploit it for personal gain like someone like Chipper would if he had it. Which really kind of shows more Jack's character and how he doesn't exploit the good fortune he has or the power to have that partly influenced by how he used the talisman. And partly why he's right to be a hero and to lead this charge to try and save his people. And he goes further into page 380. And this gives us more of a sense of Black House itself. As when Beezer is describing and talking to Mouse about what happened. And when they're talking to Jack and explain what happened when they try to go there the first time. So it shows more about how the Black House works. Its magic influences, causes hallucinations and terrible sickness, and those who get near it. And kind of explains more about why the Thunder Five was so sick and when they went there. And so it really kind of shows a sense of how this place is protected and the obstacles that are in its way that Jack and his allies ought to face if they want to get into the Black House and try and find Tyler and to save him. And he goes in chapter 19. And it shows more about the Thunder Five themselves as a group. They draw strength from each other. In this theme of community, strength as a team is reinforced. We saw that with the Cops. We see with the Thunder Five, the different mix of allies that Jack bridges between the two different groups. This idea that strength in numbers is key against their enemies and key for a betterment of people in general. Then it shows on page 386. This starts to show more cracks in their unity as a group, that 2 of the group members, Sonny and then one of the others, decide to break from the group. They are suspicious about working with the Cops. And after what happened, they eventually leave the group and don't go with them. So it really kind of shows more divides in the group caused when facing adversity. Despite teamwork, it doesn't mean the team is foolproof. It goes on page 388 389. And this shows that Sunny found solace sitting in a murder scene. And this is when it gives more flashback to Sunny's character. We just see more about why he can't go back or deal with evil. So it's more what he saw when he went there. And describes a road trip he went on years earlier as a teenager with one of his friends. They stayed around this abandoned hotel. He describes how Sunny found his friend Sal sitting in a murder scene and had killed his friend Harvey. He didn't remember doing it. That Harco was haunted. And eventually then he finds out that his friend Sal killed himself in prison. And Sunny had faced this evil there. This place was haunted. So it shows how Sunny has had experienced supernatural before. Also shows how supernatural uses people to commit terrible crimes. In this case, used him to use one of his old friends to kill another in a terrible way. And the experience permanently scarred Sunny. So it gives us more rationale why Sunny doesn't want to confront this kind of evil again, since he'd faced it years before and is still traumatized by it. This also ties into about how you deal with past trauma. Do you either face it and move on, or let it drive you away from facing the present? That's what we see out with Sunny's character when he turns away from further helping the mission and further away from the Thunder Five. And it goes on page 391. It shows that Sunny and Doc's character, they know there's something supernatural going on here. So it shows characters more start to face something unnatural at this place. And they have to face things that they don't quite understand in order to find a solution. So it shows more about, to the credit of Beezer and Doc's character, willingness to go against things that are unexplainable in order to get answers to do the right thing. Then it goes on to page 393. And this is when we see when they go back to the house. Let's see. We see he imagines the attack this demonic creature. Looks like Nancy. Let's see. We see the character of Mouse get attacked by it. We see this woman Nancy, someone from his past who had died. And he pictures then this zombie-like creature of her attacking him as they drive in to investigate Black House. And this is the scene I misspoke earlier. This is the first scene where the biker gang goes there and tries to investigate the house. And they are each attacked with these different visions specific to their own trauma. We see this happen with Doc's character as well. He hears the fisherman taunting about how he ate his daughter Amy. So this specific trauma of losing his daughter comes back to haunt him. We see Doc's character is haunted by the memory of a patient, a young girl he accidentally killed during his residency years before when he was an actual medical doctor. And also he's tormented by the pain of what that caused to him and to her family and her. It's really kind of shows more about how each of them deals with and faces an evil that takes the shape or form of traumas they've suffered in the past. And that's how particularly it hurts them psychologically and emotionally, and that's how this evil works. Not just physical harm, but also emotional, psychological trauma. And he goes on page 399, and it shows how Sunny's character chooses to fight to save his friends. And to his credit, shows despite his earlier voice of dissension and wanting to not follow the planet going here, working the cops, Sunny still chooses to fight when things go badly to help his friends. So it kind of further shows more about some loyalty still remains despite him being uncertain and wanting to splinter from the group. He still will fight and help protect them. And then they're attacked by this giant demonic hound who they shoot multiple times and seems to barely slow down. Eventually then Beezer, Sunny, and Doc working together shoot enough bullets into it and drive it back, but only after their character Mouse is brutally wounded. They manage to barely escape alive, but without being terrified and one of their friends severely hurt by this demonic creature. Then he goes in chapter 20, and this shows more about the fisherman's character. We learn to send a tape to Judy. Tyler screams for help, shows possibly he's still alive, and further shows the fisherman torments his victims. and also shows some kind of proof that Tyler could still be alive, which really haven't seen much proof of since his eventual abduction. And he goes on to page 409. And this shows about how Jack starts to realize how the different magical parts of the territories are tying together. He figures out that Judy is the twin of this woman, Sophia, who he's contacted with the other side in the territories. This is the concept that people in these dimensions have twins or alternate versions. Basically, different people that have some kind of bond or connection, look similar but different personalities, but have some kind of version of themselves in each different world. And this is one reason why it starts to make sense then why he's so drawn to Judy, because the energy is feeding off from her that's really connected to Sophia. And that's why I think Judy has this ability to know what's going on or sense this evil and supernatural around her. And he starts to figure out then that this is why then Speedy and Judy are trying to contact him. Different ways that Speedy and Sophia in the other world are trying to reach Jack and help him or give him warnings or messages in some way. Starts to show more as Jack faces these mysteries. He gets answers and sees what's a threat and what's really there to help him. He goes on to page 415. And this shows further how Green's character manipulates Ethan, the guy working at the hospital, let him spy on Jack's meeting with Judy. So it further shows how Green coerces and gets what he wants in the name of what he thinks is justice. And it also shows Ethan's character, one of the employees at the hospital, who never believed that Thornburg was a serial killer from years before, was friends with Wilma, Sunday school teacher to him years earlier. So it shows why he doesn't really want to help or doesn't trust and like Jack, and why he's more inclined to help Green and buying his store about the media doing the right thing to beat these corrupt cops or prove them not as good as they think they are. So it further shows how Green corrupts other people, as well as the fallibility and evil in people, even though they think they're justified, like Ethan's character, excuse me. And it goes on to end of the chapter. Further confirms that Judy is Sophia's twin. Woman's contact or communication with Jack before. Both he and Judy then get teleported or go into the territories while talking in the office. Then look for more answers and find out more how the territories are reaching people from the territories are trying to help them, and how it ties this larger mystery of what's going on in the town. All right, so that ends chapter 20. The further goes in backstory about how this all ties together will be explored in the next section, starting with chapter 21, which will be one of the printed texts posted in the following week's module. And I hope this has helped. Again, any questions you have, please contact me through the inbox tool. All right, thank you.